going on YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Pyro, and today we're doing a battery replacement on a 2016 Dodge Durango. So we first noticed that this thing was not doing the auto start, and then one day the dash light started flickering, and then the LCD screen started flickering, so I think it's time for a new battery. So we bought it in 2016, we bought it brand new. And well, now here we are 2021 and it seems like it needs a new battery. So the tools you're going to need for this guy is going to be a 13 millimeter with an extension and a ratchet socket, and then a 10 millimeter with a socket. And I'm going to try to take you through this, but it's dark outside, so I'm not really quite sure how it's going to work. I'm going to use my fancy headlight to help me out a little bit, and hopefully this will be interesting. I'm sorry, it'll be beneficial for you guys who are trying to do it. This is going to work for a 2011 to 2019 Dodge Durango and also a Jeep Grand Cherokee. So just to give you a little oversight, you want to pop the hood and put something like maybe a jump box or a battery charger on the two points that are underneath the hood. And what that's going to do is that's going to help save all your memory, so that way you don't lose anything. Also, you're going to want to move the passenger seat all the way to the front, because this battery is located underneath the passenger seat. So there's like a little well in there that it's located underneath there. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the front seat to all the way to the forward position, and you're going to want to take off the pan that's under there. It's just, you know, it looks like the carpet, but it's not. So you lift it up. There's 4 tabs, one on each corner, and then you pick up the back side, you reach in there, you pick up the front side, and then now you can take out your battery. You're going to want to remove the vent tube, move it out of the way, and then 2 10 millimeter bolts hold the tie downs, and then all the way down the very bottom you're going to use a 13 millimeter with the long extensions. That way you can take down the battery hold down strap, which is a piece of metal about like this big. So yeah, so I'm going to try to get that going, so that way you guys can see what's going on. I got a big old pimple right here, and hopefully we get it going real quick. This video shouldn't be too long. Battery installs are like that. So with that being said, let me go get set up out in the truck, and then it's dark, so you might see the headlamp. All right, be back in a few. See ya. All right, so here we are back in the car here. I got my little jump box right here, and then I got my tools. I always like to use my my 10 millimeter ratchet wrench here. Here's my socket with my extension, a 13 millimeter, and my ratchet, and my fancy tray, just so that way I don't lose stuff. Now what I was talking about was down here, what you're going to see is that this is where the battery is located. Let me run to the other side real quick. So keep in mind, before you do this, whatever you have that's electrical, you might want to open it or whatever, because if you don't, you're not going to have battery power to do it. Like for instance, the trunk. There you go. All right. So first and foremost, you're going to move this this guy out of the way. Let me situate my light a little better. All right. So the light's moved out of the way a little bit. Maybe I'll just hold it in my hand. And yep, like I said, that down there, right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. That right there is where the battery's held up in. So right now we got the seats all the way in the back position, but you know, we'll put it in forward position right now here in a second. So like I said, make sure you want to open all the stuff, so that way because your battery is not connected. So there you go. We bought us a genuine Mopar battery, right? So that bad boy cost us $270, which is expensive if you ask me. But it's Mopar, so you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, I guess. go up under here. Let's see here. Where are you at, little hood latch lever? There you are. There you go. Now, like I said, I didn't want to do this in the daytime because, boy, was it hot. But you want to find the little latch lever under here. Where are you at? Left, right? Select start. Oh, there you are. Right here. Move that out of the way. That goes up. Now, what I was saying was these points right here, you see there's a ground point right here, and then there's the positive point right there. We're going to hook up the jump box to that, and hopefully it'll save our settings. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just speculating at this point. But, you know, we'll see. And if everything looks closer, it's because I'm using the iPad here, and for some odd reason, it likes things really close. All right, so here's my little fancy jump box here. So I'm going to put this over here on the positive side. Yep. I'm going to put this over here on the negative side. And I'm going to turn this jump box to the on position. Yep, got half strength going on over there. So when I disconnect this battery, I'm hoping that, like I said, it will save all of our stuff. And before I disconnect that battery, I'm going to move the seat all the way to the forward position, because I'm not going to be able to once I remove this battery. Yep, move that all the way to the front. Even move this one all the way to the front, so that way, I really don't like how zoomed in this thing is. So now, with that where it's supposed to be, now we can see everything. Alright. Let me find some way to prop this bad boy up, so that way we can see everything. Maybe? Okay, so right here is that little thing. Pick that up, see? And then if you run your fingers along the backside here, you can pick up the other side. But just be careful, because you don't want to break no clips. Or your finger. Whew. Let me try to use two hands on this. Give me just a second. It's really hard to do when you're by yourself, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Alright, that's moved out of the way. So I put the headlight on, so that way you guys can see the battery. There it is. Real nice and pretty. So let's get real close and see what I was talking about. So here's the vent tube right here, okay? And then that's just gonna twist and come right off. Try to move it out of the way the best you can. And then right here, 10 millimeter, and then in here, way back there, 10 millimeter, and then down here, let's see, where's the light at? Over here, hold on.
You know where it's at.
All right, so right down here we have our two 13 millimeter bolts here, which we'll use to get with our socket and our extension here. one little bolt. And the other one should be on this side. And this is the plate that comes off. That's the hold down plate. So then you grab your 10mm. I always have this wrench here, and you want to disconnect the negative one first. The negative one is the one closest to you, and the positive one is way over there. Alright, so this is the crimp style. So what happens is you don't have to take it all the way off, you just have to loosen it up, and then you can wiggle it out of the way. And then this goes down here, out of the way. Now you got to reach all the way in there to get the positive one. Help you out, you can grab this battery and slide it back a little bit more. Come on, baby, come on. There we go. All right. Whew. Just a second. All right, so because I put that jump box on there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover up this positive just so that way it doesn't hit nothing, an arc or anything like that. So I'm covering the positive with a plastic baggie, so that way we don't arc anything out. So now it's a matter of grabbing this bad boy and shimming it out. Ugh. Very heavy battery. Ugh. And there she is. Big heavy battery. Let's pull this one out. Put the other one in. Take off the protective caps. So now's a good time to clean down here if you haven't already. I see a rock, some other fancy stuff. Now you're just going to slide that back in place. There it is. Put that positive on. Give it a couple of love taps with my ratchet here. Just doing that so it goes down more, that's all. There we go. Tighten it down. Grab our negative cable, bring it back over here. Put that back on, just like that. Tighten this down. This, put it back on. Put these nuts back on.
You make it look easy.
Well, it is easy.
I gotta go to the restroom.
Uh-oh. Dropping stuff. Now that that's in, we can now put in our cover plate. Cover plate is in. All right, that's it right there, folks. Let's take you back inside so we can finish this all up. All right, so there you go. Just replaced the battery on the 2016 Dodge Durango. It's simple to do. Like I said, with that With that jump box attached, though, I won't lose any of my memory or anything like that, so that's a good thing. So stay tuned for more videos when I decide to make some. And as always, if I can do it, you can do it. See you guys later. Have a good evening. Bye.